In this video, we'll be hunting 2 boxes of pennies, as well as seeing if we make any progress to the Penny Hunt and Fill album. Mainly, we'll be looking for any wheat scents from 1958 or older, as well as any proofs, foreigns, errors of varieties, or any other interesting things we can find, as well as setting aside all the copper we get, see how much we can fill the copper jar. Have checked both boxes for enders. I don't see any enders in either box, so I'll have to look for some finds in the rolls. Copper doesn't look too great either, but we'll have to see about that. And firstly, before we start the episode, I did get a score on a coin machine a few days ago with a 1943 steel penny, so I don't know if we should count this as going towards the album series because I've never found a steel set in a box before. I don't know if we ever will. So if you think this should or shouldn't go in the album, leave a comment down below and I'll do what the comments say. Anyways, let's start the hunt. Maybe we can get an album edition in one of these boxes, and I'll bring you in on the first find, box number 1. Roll number 4 is going to give us the first wheat scent of the hunt. See the reverse of it right there. And we're going to get 1944 from Denver. Just opened roll 12. We're going to have wheat scent number 2 for the box in this roll. See the reverse of it there in the roll. This time we're going to have 1953 out of Philly. We're already up to roll 37, and we're finally going to get another wheat scent. It's been so long since I've seen one. But this one's actually going to be an oldie. It's super corroded, definitely out of the ground, a metal detecting find. But it is a 1919 wheat scent, over 100 years old from the teens. It's great to see. To already have for the album, of course, 1919s are very common, but still awesome to see. Last roll of the box, and at least we're going to end the box with the wheat scent. Although it's been a very slow box, it's only going to be the 4th wheat scent out of the box, which is not very good for wheat scents. But the last wheat scent of the box is 1951 Denver. Actually, never mind. It's going to give us one more wheat scent in the last roll. Crazy getting 2 wheat scents in the last roll after being such a slow box. This will be the last wheat scent of the box unless I missed another one. It's wheat scent number 5, and it is 1955 out of Denver. That was all for box number 1. In terms of wheat scents, it was a pretty slow box. Only ended up with 5 wheat scents, which is about half of what I like to see. But at least one of them was an oldie, although it's a pretty corroded 1919, not for the album. Also, that box had a ton of copper, and mixed in with it was a bunch of estimates. I'll pull the copper jar up now. Way more copper than I usually see for one box. Almost 2/3 of the jar full just from one box. Way more than I usually see. Barely any new coins, a ton of old coins in that box. This box 2, is from a different pickup, and I see that there's different types of rolls in it, so probably not from the same copper dump, but we'll have to see what that box has. Hopefully more wheat scents, and I'll bring you in on the first find, box number 2. Just opened roll 4 of box 2. We're going to get the first wheat scent of this box. Hopefully we can get more wheat scents in this box than the last one. First wheat scent of box 2 is 1945 out of Philly. Still on roll 4, and that roll actually ended up having 2 wheat scents in it. It's one near the end of the roll, 1 year earlier than the last one, 1944 out of Philly. Next roll, we have another wheat scent, definitely doing better than the last box. Already have over half the wheat scents the last box had in the first 5 rolls. This one is another 1945 Philly. Roll number 12, we're going to have wheat scent number 4 of the box in this roll. Just opened the roll, and I see the edge of wheat scent number 4 right there. This one is 1957 Denver. Roll number 20, I just uncovered wheat scent number 5 for box 2. Already tied with box number 1, and we're going to have 1954 from Denver. Roll 23, and I missed wheat scent number 6 by the edge, probably because of how nice it is. It's a nice red-brown wheat scent, definitely looks pretty nice by the back. Probably means it's going to be in the late 50s, but we'll have to see. This one's going to be, it is a 1957 Denver. Very nice. Just opened roll 29. We're going to have wheat scent number 7 in this roll. This one is near the back of the roll, right here. And it's going to be 1958 Denver. Roll number 50, last roll of the hunt, and the last 20 or so rolls have not given us any more wheat scents. It's been a very cold second half of the box. But I just opened the last roll. We're finally going to get another wheat scent. Probably the last wheat scent of the hunt. It is wheat scent number 8 for box 2. Not too many finds in the hunt, but a little bit for sure. The last find is going to be in 1946 Denver. Both penny boxes have been hunted, so let's go over the finds. We end up with 13 1959s, 35 Estimates, and 23 2009s. Foreigns, all were Canadian. We end up with 7, all just being modern ones. No side finds in the hunt. And then for Wheat Cents, a little bit light, only end up with 13 for the 2 boxes, 5 from box 1 and 8 from box 2. Best ones were this pretty nice 57 Denver, although I don't believe we'll upgrade. And the best find of the hunt was that one oldie we got. It's a 1919, very common one, and it's very corroded, but still great to see one from the teens. If there was one thing this hunt gave us a lot of, it was definitely copper, especially out of box number 1. We got a ton of copper in that box. Not a ton for box 2, but box number 1 and box 2 combined completely filled the copper jar, which I have not done in 2 boxes in a very long time, so that was pretty cool to see. Tons of copper in box number 1. So I don't believe we'll have much album progress to make, but I'll double check against the album, and I'll bring you back with an update of the Penny Hunt Fill album. Just finished going through the finds and comparing them to the album, and as I expected, we did not make any additions or upgrades in the hunt today. Not a ton of finds to the hunt, and I didn't really expect to make any album progress. But like I said at the beginning of the episode, a few days ago I did get this 1943 steel penny out of a coin machine, and I'm not sure if I should be allowed to add it to the album or not, since I've never found a steel cent actually in a roll or in a box before. So if I should or shouldn't be allowed to put it in the album, leave it in the comments below, and I'll look at the comments and decide based on that whether or not I should be allowed to put it in. But anyways, even though we didn't make any progress to the album, still got a lot of copper, still is a fun hunt, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Penny Hunt and Fill album series.